I would like to talk a little bit about my own situations that I've been in, where I've been the third party or a third wheel in the relationship that I personally do not like, and what I have done to eliminate a lot of those people from my life and a lot of those very negative connections, friendships, relationships that served a purpose at one point, but perhaps no longer serve a purpose. So for me personally, I am someone who I don't like big gatherings of people and a whole bunch of friends together. I usually like one-on-one time. That is my personal way of connecting with other people, which means I am someone who likes someone else give me the time and attention that I deserve and that I need in my own life. So if I'm not a priority to them, if I feel as though they don't really care about me, if I feel as though I'm just kind of the second or third, fourth, fifth, whatever person that they go to as opposed to number one, I don't have as high of an opinion of that person anymore. So I've been in multiple sort of situations throughout my life, a lifetime to some degree, but I guess really the most recent one, which was, it wasn't just one, it was many, many, many people. And it was just, I just could not believe that I was in this sort of situation that I found myself in. And this was quite shocking. So talking with people online, meeting a bunch of new people online, just communicating, okay? Not in any sort of romantic way, but it is mostly men, talking to men. And it's like, okay, that's fine, but it's not meant to be in a dating sort of way, okay? That's not, I don't want to give that impression because that's not what it was. But it was kind of that way to them. They were kind of seeing it as some sort of dating platform and communication. Although they would be very sneaky about certain things that they would say. Now, here's the big twist of all this. A lot of these men were married, talking with me. And I would be so confused. It's like, why are you talking with me when you're married with someone else? It just didn't really make much sense to me. And for, oh gosh, I don't even remember how many, but it was a fair amount of people. Okay, I mean, off the top of my head, at least seven to, various degrees of conversation, like more in-depth conversation and more, light conversation, to more conversation about, oh, I am married and I have kids, but I want to meet you. My wife will not know about it at all. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty disgusting in my eyes personally. But I tolerated it for quite a while. I did. And I don't know how I tolerated it for as long as I did. I really have no idea. But I just kind of like, okay, because I set the boundary for myself. If this man is saying those sort of things, I don't engage in that. I don't say, oh yeah, we should meet up behind your wife's and kids' back and go out somewhere or whatever. Do some shady activities behind your wife's back that she won't even know. No, that's not me. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm going to do at all. And so I set the boundary for myself. So I didn't engage with that sort of conversation. If they said that, I just kind of ignored it, or I just kind of said something like, no, I don't think it'll be appropriate. Or some of them would send a picture of themselves, you know, and kind of like, okay, I see you want me to kind of look at your photo when you're married and everything. Okay. So it's like, I'm not going to say anything about that personally. That's just not what I'm going to do. So these have been situations that I've found myself in that I really do not like. Yet I couldn't really stand up the way that I had wanted to. So I just kind of tolerated it for a bit. Maybe I felt as though, oh, you know, maybe things would change, maybe things will get better or whatever. Who knows? And I felt as though I guess I was like trapped to some degree. Or maybe I felt as though that is what I deserve to some degree. Just like constant married men again and again and again and again. Just like, when will it stop? When will it stop? I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So this is something that I did. And this may be something quite that you've never heard of anyone doing before. And it's very different from what we had talked about when it comes to getting out of this third-party situation. This is something that I did, and literally, I saw the results right away. It was so fascinating. So I basically first, I realized that all these married men, I was just sick of it. Because I felt as though I was not a priority. Okay? These are men who are not emotionally available in any sort of way. They're not actually there. There's just no connection, but it's kind of creepy at the same time. You know, it's like, I don't deserve that. And I realized I don't deserve that at all. That's not what I'm all about here. So I did a meditation to get rid of all these emotionally unavailable married men from my life, to then manifest, you know, proper people into my life who were going to serve my best good and my best interest to help me learn and grow, in addition to strengthening connections that are meant to be for a longer term. And literally, after I did that, within days, quite a few people that I was talking to started to change. I was really impressed. Like, one person literally changed like overnight, it seemed. They just got extremely distant and weird. Their conversations became very, very strange. It's like I didn't even, it's like, who am I even talking to anymore? Very, very strange conversations. Few other people started to drop off, including like one or two people that I had never even considered being married. I'm like, oh wow, maybe this is why this person changed and why they kind of dropped off. Maybe they were married, and when I put that intention out there to get rid of these people who do not serve my highest good anymore, that they left. And that can be a bit problematic and sad, because you feel as though maybe you had a friendship with someone and then it's just kind of gone. So a decent amount of people, actually almost all the married men except for one, had changed to some degree. More so distant and kind of bye-bye type of connection. Whereas the one who didn't, they were kind of like unchanged by the whole thing. Or there could have been a very slight, more in like a positive direction. So it's like that's just very interesting there. But that's something that I've done. That's something that I continue, well, I haven't done it recently really, but just something that is very interesting, that really showed me who are the people who are meant to be in my life. And it showed me. It showed me by getting rid of the people who no longer serve me. And strengthening, like after I did that, I even got like a few messages from friends that I perhaps didn't really hear from in, a little bit of time. Not men, fortunately. It's just an interesting situation. So that is my experience with how I got rid of a lot of being in this third party situation. That really helped me break free from it and just respect my own life and boundaries.